Hi, welcome to the Board Game Chair, a PAX Games podcast. My name's Monique, and I'm here with Trev, and today we're going to be talking about Puerto Rico 1897. This is our first thoughts and impressions on the game. We just got, I think, about a week ago.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we played it twice. So it's not our first impressions, but because we played it back to back.
I would say it's first impressions.
It's basically first impressions, but I'm just letting you know we did play it twice. Just a little bit of a disclaimer for the game. Okay, but let's start off. What did you think?
I loved it initially.
Yeah,
I knew, seeing it on the shelf, I knew it was going to be a good game. And I always ask Trev, I'm like, have you heard of this game? Because if Trevin's heard of it, 9 times out of 10, it's probably a good game. So I saw it on the shelf. I was like, this looks sick. We should get it. Looks interesting. And after we played it, I was like, definitely one of my favorite games, I would say.
Yeah, it's super worth it. And so to preface Puerto Rico, this is a game that came out a long time ago. And this is a reskin of it, the version that we have now. The one that you're seeing on our wall if you're watching.
We looked up pictures of the old version, and I told Trevor, and I was like, I would never buy that.
Yeah, it's like it was made back in that time when like Dominion, it kind of has like that weird look to it almost.
Yeah.
And all games look like that. And
it's so much more aesthetically pleasing now.
Yeah, it's awesome. And so in this game, what you get, I guess we'll go over real quick.
Go over the premise.
Go over the premise, and we'll go over what you get in the box. So, in the box, it comes with the main game and 4 mini expansions.
I would say they're mini expansions.
Mini expansions, really. But we haven't played with any of them because we've only played twice, like we've said. But they all sound so cool. So this is not going to be a review of any of those. Just letting you know that if you buy this version of it, that's in the box.
Which is a plus.
But the game, basically, what you're trying to do is build the best city.
You're building a city while planting your fields. So while you're planting your fields and trading your goods and selling them, it helps you build your city.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
super cool. So basically what happens is it's kind of like an action selection game, meaning there's a bunch of different actions and you have to pick one and then you get to do it for your turn. But the cool part about it is that with the action selection, everyone else has to do the action.
It is awesome. I love that part of the game because the flow of it is so continuous and everyone's always doing something, which I really enjoy games like that where I'm either always thinking about my next turn or I'm always doing something.
It's true. And the other part coolest about it is that if you're the one that chooses the action, you get a bonus.
Oh, that's true.
And it's super, super helpful. And it helps. And honestly, you have to plan out for those bonuses.
It's true.
Because the bonuses do change how much you get to do or how much you get to produce in the next round.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really cool to see that aspect played out in this way.
Mm-hmm.
The game basically what you're going to do is between all the actions, you can plant new crops of some sorts. You can build new buildings. You can trade your produced goods, or you can ship them, or you can just take money. What was another one? There's one more. There's 2 more, I think. Unless I skipped. Unless I doubled up on some.
You said workers?
Oh, you get more workers. There's one more. Rats.
Plant estates?
Oh, produce. You can produce goods. There we go. Oh
from your estates
from your
planted.
From your thing, yeah, from the crops that you've planted yourself. And so what's cool about this game is there's no order that you do it in. And I love that.
That's true.
And the thing is because everyone's doing the same actions, each different city is at a different spot in time. Mm-hmm. This person needs to produce, but then this person needs to ship while this person's trying to trade, but they don't get to do it in that order. You're at the mercy of who's ever next in line to pick an action.
That's something I noticed for I think it was our second game. I was like, if I do this, that means he can't do that. So I'm going to pick this action, even though it doesn't necessarily benefit me as much, but it will prevent from X, Y, Z from happening.
It's true. And it's super cool just to see that balance between all of it. But the other thing is I don't feel hindered by it. I'm not mad when someone doesn't produce when I want them to. Obviously, it would have been better, but it doesn't really slow me down
Each
too
of the
much.
actions are pretty evenly weighted.
Yeah. So they're all good actions except for the adventure, because then only the person that picks it gets a coin.
But
And we hate them to do it. Me.
I did that one.
She does it all the time.
Because it was nice.
It was nice.
It left you
With nothing.
with nothing. It was awesome. But the nice thing about, like, so there's one extra action, I guess, in a game of 2 players that gets left behind. Doesn't get used, and you place a coin on that.
That's what like that with any group of people.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Well.
We just played 2 players, and it's awesome still. Anyway.
Awesome. Anyway, so then, like, if we left out, for example, produce one round, then the next person that chooses that action gets an extra coin and gets to produce.
So it's super nice because it incentivizes it. So the adventure, which we don't use a lot, it basically just builds up coins. So when someone gets it, it's like worth 6
awesome.
coins, which is awesome because coins are like semi hard to come by sometimes. Depends on when you're at.
Helps you build your city. So you're trying to sell your goods to build your city. And again, coins can be acquired in different ways.
It's true. It's good. It's just another way to get through it.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things I love about this game are the different buildings, because each building gets a bonus or a benefit to your game.
I think that was one of the coolest parts about it, was that there was something else that you gained instead of just like victory points at the end of the game.
It's true, because you have to like work towards the coins to help you out. And the coins aren't worth victory points at the end of the game, but if you tie, they are.
Yeah.
So they are important in that aspect.
So just don't tie.
So just don't tie and you're fine. But what I really liked about the buildings, like I was saying, is like some of them let you get, extra crops or extra workers, or they make it so that when you do a certain action, you get another benefit.
Mm-hmm.
So then that way the extra benefit on the cards isn't too bad if you miss it.
Yeah.
And it really helps you out, I feel like.
Yeah. They're super awesome. And there was a lot of thought put into this game. We were looking at the little buildings, and there's a fire station. Is that what it's called? Fire station?
Yeah, it's the fire station.
And it looks kind of funky. We were like, what is this? So Trevin looks it up, and the little art on the little like tablet thing is the exact same fire station from Puerto Rico from
that time period.
That time period. Now it's a museum, but
no, it's a park.
Oh, is it a park?
It's a park.
Park, museum, same
difference.
But I just thought that was so cool. I was like, oh my gosh, like this game makes me want to go there.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's super thought out. And like they have like a history section in the back of the rule book, so you can
really?
go through and read it and find out how it was this time.
That's cute.
It's cool.
It's kind of like, I don't know if anyone's ever gone. Have you? There's this place
where
here in Utah. It's called This Is the Place, and basically you go and you walk around, and it's like you're back in 18 whatever, and playing this game feels like that.
It's true. You look back in time. That's fair.
I feel like I'm walking through like
a museum, basically.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, it's true. I can see that.
It's
just because all the things are...
Because, like, at those places, like, when you're, like, pretending to be a pioneer, pilgrim, whatever, you make soap, or you play, like, their games.
Yeah, but now you're making coffee and...
But you're planting crops in this game. You're a hardcore worker.
Speaking of planting crops, talk about the mechanism of how you have to plant it and how you can acquire...
Oh, basically, you have to pick the plant crops action. And there's 3 crops that are out that you get to choose from. So the first person gets to choose out of the 3. And there's coffee, there's sugar, there's tobacco, corn, and fruit.
Naners.
Which are naners. So we call them naners because there's little bananas printed on it. But you pick one of them and then you place it on your field. There's a little part of the board that's your field, and after that you don't really get to do anything with it until you place a worker on it, and you have a building on your city that has a worker as well.
Why are the buildings in the city important?
It's like, for example, for the fruit, you'd have to have a fruit warehouse where you can send your fruit, and you have to have a worker in your field and at your warehouse so they can both produce it. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. I like that aspect of it. I liked the crops. I felt like we didn't see a whole ton of like the coffee and the sugar and the tobacco. I don't know if we just shuffled wrong or if there's just not very many of them. But the coffee was worth a lot, and I ended up selling all of mine. And that's one of the things that I really enjoyed about the game, was that selling and trading were very different actions.
Shipping and trading.
Is that what it is? So shipping them away, essentially selling them, or trading it for money.
Yeah, so before we get into those two actions of why they're so awesome, we want to give you a quick word from our sponsors. And I'm going to have Monique talk about them.
It's PAX Games. If you haven't heard, we're no longer Games with Trev. We're now PAX Games. And we're super excited because we've come out with a new logo. And we're hoping soon, we're going to let you in on a little secret, to open a store soon with some merch.
I was like, what is the secret?
We're just trying to figure out ins and outs of everything. And just, I don't know. We're figuring it out. But eventually.
But if you're listening to this right now, what are some things you want to see?
Board game merch that you don't see.
And the other thing is like, it's not going to be just stuff with just our logo on it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we like to draw. Both of us do, and like to paint. So we want to come up with some designs that are not so annoying.
Stupid.
And early 2000s.
The ones that are like live, laugh, love
or
vibes.
Or like the ones where it's just like a D20 on the shirt and it's like, I rolled a D20 once. It was awesome. Or something like that. You know what I mean?
And it's like nat 20 or like.
Yeah. And so like we
want it to be.
We want to explore.
Dope.
Yeah. We want to explore better shirts and stickers and stuff like that for the board game and other, hobbies like this community, because there's just not stuff like that. And so if you guys have any ideas or like thoughts on that, if you think it's a good idea, what we're kind of pitching a little bit, let us know down below, because let us know if we're crazy or if it could be good.
But we're super excited. And just make sure to subscribe if you're listening on YouTube and if you're watching our YouTube videos, because again, we have a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. We're almost halfway there, and we're super grateful for you guys and everything.
It's been so much fun growing.
Literally, we like watch it every day. We're like, oh my gosh, someone new. And it's just been awesome to see all the positive feedback, because we really love doing this.
We work hard at it. We spend countless hours.
Yeah. And so you guys make it all worth it. So thank you.
Yes. Thank you guys. We appreciate you. Okay. Trading and shipping. They're so important and they're so much fun. So shipping is how you get victory points. Mm-hmm. And so basically what happens is, in a 2-player game, there's only 2 ships. There's a 4-slotted ship, so it can hold 4 goods, and a 6-slotted ship, so it can hold 6 goods. And basically each ship can only hold 1 type of resource.
It's
horrible. It is one of the hardest things, because it's like
annoying.
Because it's like Monique might be going for fruit, like I just have a ton of fruit stuff going, and I've got coffee and sugar. But if she fills up the whole freaking both ships with fruit and corn,
he's stuck. He can't ship.
I can't ship, and if I don't have the resources, I can't even earn points.
And that happened to me one of the rounds. I could not, for whatever reason, produce like anything. So I put everything into my city. I did everything I could to build just my city. I was not a good farmer that round.
I think you still won.
I did win.
Yeah. But
it was a good strategy.
It's crazy. But but then you get a victory point for every good you sell. And
if you pick that
you get an
action,
point,
you get an extra point. And that is insane.
It's good stuff.
It's good.
And basically the biggest thing for me is you can get good combos, because if you can complete a ship and then start a new one, you can get a ton of points in one round.
That's true.
And then the other action is trade, and that's how you get money. And so trading, basically, the 5 resources are weighted differently. So corn's 0.
It's the easiest to get.
It's the easiest to get because you don't need buildings.
And it's not worth anything.
Fruit is 1, sugar is 2,
tobacco's
3, and coffee's 4. And so, but you can, on the trading board, only 1 resource of a certain type can be on there at a time.
So if there's tobacco, sugar, and fruit, you can't place any of those. You have to place something else. You could place corn and get no money, or you could place the other one that I forgot. Which three
Coffee?
Did I say coffee?
I don't remember. The other one.
The other one.
The other of the 4. But then once you get all like 4 different ones, then you can reset it and restart and sell different ones. But if you have a certain building, then you can place 2 or more of the same resource.
Oh, that's like the bonus of the building.
It's like the bonus of the building. So
which building?
I don't remember what it's called, but it exists. It's there.
The one thing that kind of bothered me about this was...
What? No. You said it was perfect.
No game was perfect. Except maybe my top 5. If you watch that video.
Anyway. Continue.
The one thing that bothered me about like the bonus things on the buildings was that it was on the back of the rule book. Like, I would have loved if they would have had, like, mini versions of those printed out so I could have my own card, see which buildings I wanted. But to have, I don't know. It's also I don't know. It was just kind of annoying to have to pass the rule book from me to you, to me to you, to me to you. And
it's true. The other thing that's hard about it, though, is, like, there's just so many of them. And each building has a freaking benefit.
But, like, you think about Root, they have the mini booklets that tell you how to play. I guess,
yeah.
Like, they could have done that.
They could have done it.
Packaging, again, that kind of goes with the rule book. It's fine.
It's bags.
I didn't love it. It's just...
If it's a bunch of bags, Monique hates it. Let's just be honest right now.
There just could have been so many other options.
Like what?
Like, I don't know.
They could have gotten, like, the trays, like, Arc Nova.
Yeah. Or they could have gotten cute little, like, shipping boxes or something that looked like little shipping boxes for the goods.
You need to go into marketing.
I am.
Oh.
Anyway.
Too much fun. Anyway, but overall, the game is really good. And, like, it's kind of intimidating. Like, the box and opening it all up.
It looks like it's going to be, like, super complicated, like Arc Nova type.
There's so many tiles. There's so many things going on. No. It's honestly, I wouldn't call it a gateway game, but it would be the number 2 game I'd teach someone.
Oh, yeah. It's not.
I would teach them another game first, and then I teach them this one. Because it's not that hard.
It's not hard. Actions are super simple. You could even pick it up as you're playing. Like, you could teach someone as you're playing. And we watched a rule video by an unnamed other YouTube channel that was really good.
Rodney Smith. Near and dear to my heart. I would love to chat with him one day. Have him on the podcast. Oh, Adam. Let's do it.
That would be awesome, actually. Anyway, it was like 20 minutes and it was explained super well and we just jumped into the game. We didn't have to, I mean, we pulled out the rulebook maybe twice to double check some things.
But it's just because we forgot.
But it wasn't like some games that we played that were constantly in the rulebook as we're playing.
Not to name any out loud. Ordos.
We have yet to do a review on that game.
For reasons.
For reasons that will go.
Because we can't table it again.
It might be a couple months before I can play that game again.
I know. If you guys have played Ordos and are listening to this, let us know how it went.
We should honestly do a podcast on Ordos.
We would. No. They're a Utah company. We can't dog on someone from Utah.
No, I think it's a good game. We just had a very bad experience playing it for the first time.
It took us 4 hours to learn the rules. I'm not even joking.
It took us multiple days.
That's what I'm saying. A cumulative over all the days.
4 hours.
4 hours probably.
And playing the game itself was probably 2.5. Reading through the rule book the entire time.
The entire time.
Anyway, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico is a great game. Honestly, now playing it, we've only played it twice. If we're going to go play it again today. I already know we're going to.
Oh, 100%.
I've been dying to. We just have to make the podcast first before we can play again. Anyway, this game is probably going to be, I bet your bottom freaking dollar. The next top 10 list that we do at the end of the year, whenever we do it, that's on it. 100% it's on it.
I'm going to say, if you're starting your collection, you should probably get this game. It's such a good, I feel like if I was starting my collection, I would definitely get this game.
Yeah. Especially now knowing what I know about it. Yeah, 100%.
It's so freaking good. And I feel like no one's talking about it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like naive. But
You don't watch a lot of board game YouTube.
It's true. I
But-
just make board game YouTube.
She just does it. But she doesn't watch
I just like talking about it.
It's true. It's a great game. It is on the costly side. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
What was it? 60, 70?
No, it was not $70. It was $50.
No way.
Yes, it was.
It had to be 60.
It was 50.
Can I look it on my phone? Will you look it up?
I'll look it up.
Okay, you look it up while I talk about it real quick. But honestly, go pick it up. Like, it's a great game. It might even be on Board Game Arena because it is that old. So if you get a chance, I'd say go play it. Really, though. Or just look up a playthrough about it. Maybe we'll do one day. We're scared of playthroughs, I'll be honest, guys. Just because they're intimidating of getting all the angles and doing all this and having enough cameras. And we just have our phones. So it's hard, okay? We're working on it. Did you figure it out yet?
It's $50.
Really?
Yes.
Show it to me. Like $59?
$49.99.
Oh, $49.99.
I knew we didn't pay
Okay,
more than
$50. Go pick it for sure. If it was me 60, I was gonna say, it's
no,
so
it's
costly.
not that bad. Not at all. The old version looks like you can get it for $39.99 on a couple.
But I wouldn't.
It's kind of like sketchy websites. I don't
Spend
really
the
know.
$10 more and get the new one.
Oh my gosh, this person's selling it for $100.
And it comes with all the expansions. That's the cool thing.
Yeah.
And from what I looked up is that they're the expansions from the original game. So it's not like you're missing any other ones. This is all the content you need for Puerto Rico.
And we read through the rulebook and I'm so excited to do a review on this game eventually. Just because the expansions in it, we read through them, sound so awesome. They're going to add a lot to our game.
They are. The smuggler guy, oh, I'm so excited.
It's gonna be
so much fun, and seriously, watch out. That I'm sure that video's gonna pop up here, in June probably or sooner if we decide to, because we might play like 100 times. We're looking at our list of videos we're gonna do. But anyway, this is the game. It's super awesome. If you haven't seen it before or heard about it, go check it out. It's a great game.
Should be on your to buy list.
It should be on your to buy list. Speaking of to buy list, since after releasing our
top 10 video,
we have a to buy list that's huge.
I'm planning to make a spreadsheet with all the games because
everyone has told us from our last 2 videos.
I think the 2 games that I'm taking from our top 10 are Dice Throne, because literally everyone, I feel like.
But I keep asking you if we're gonna buy it. You're like, oh,
well,
I don't know.
I just every time I look at it, I'm not like
excited?
attracted about it.
Attracted
to it.
about this box.
I don't
This box
know.
not anything special.
It looks nice.
It looks nice.
I don't know. I just aesthetically, I'm not attracted to Dice Throne, but I know it's a fun game, so I'm like.
What's the other one?
The other one is Final Girl. I watched a video on this.
When? Without me?
I did watch a board game YouTube.
What?
Or maybe I read part of the rules. I don't know. Basically, I read the premise of the movie that it's based on, and then I read what the game is like. And it sounds super cool. It's a solo game, but I would love to play it. I think it sounds awesome.
That would be sick, actually. The one I'm looking forward to, I think it's Yoho? Yedo?
Wait, is that the Japanese mafia?
The Japanese mafia one.
I don't even remember who commented that, but if you're listening to this, thank you, because I want to play that
It's on the top of our to buy list. And honestly, we're probably going to go through and rank all of them of our to buy list.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's what you guys are going to see next, bro.
Bruh.
It'll be good. Anyway, you have anything else to say before I close it off?
No. Do you?
Oh, some of our pieces came out crooked that we got, but it's fine. That's all.
Yeah, it would look like the machine that cut them, like they were, like the goods are supposed to be hexagons.
But they weren't.
They were almost circular. I don't know. It was kind of annoying.
But it's kind of funny. It gives
kind
a
of
character.
Funny.
Like Puerto Rico in 1897. That's how it would be.
I guess you're right.
It's the experience.
I still love the game, though.
I still love the game. Anyway, great game. Go check it out. We love you guys. Again, we're so excited. Come on. ¿Cómo? Oh my goodness. Sorry.
He's speaking Spanish.
Now. I'm like, la cosa es que estamos hablando sobre Puerto Rico y it's food charity. Okay, anyway, we appreciate you guys so much. We hope you guys have a great day. And if you guys have any questions or if you want to check this out, leave them down below.
And like this video and subscribe.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.